There's never been a more important time. I mean, when the Commission for Employment and Skills started...
The number of people we've got out there in the employment marketplace. And the number of
it's often a case of, where do I start? Who are the best? Where are my lost leaders?
The problem is it's incredibly complex. It's spread out over a lot of different agencies and a lot of brokers.
We knew it was important. It was a #1 priority for the government, and it was then. It's even more so now. I think at the Commission for Employment and Skills, the major priority we had for this year was trying to clarify and simplify the system.
The TalentMap is a framework for which employers can work to develop skills right the way across the whole of their operation. So it gives them the building blocks of the types of things they need to do to ensure they've got a competitive workforce now and in the future.
Lots of resources, lots of expertise, lots of knowledge buried all over the place, and whilst things like Google are very useful, it's often a case of, where do I start? Who are the best? Where are my lost leaders? So for us, you know, one of the key things is it's bringing it all to one place. It's bringing that intelligence, that network, that community of like-minded people together.
In the past, SMEs have felt they didn't necessarily have the time, the capability to put their people through skills development. Now many do, so making it easy to access. That's the first stage. What we then need to do is to use the map as a means of dramatically simplifying the structure, because I think that will have huge cost efficiency, huge benefits in terms of the quality of what we're able to provide, and make it much more comprehensible to people.
The CBI is very pleased to support the TalentMap initiative. We know from our experience that employers really value the importance of skills and training, but we also know that they often find the skills system quite a complicated maze to negotiate. We believe that TalentMap will really help employers by helping them find a program or initiative that really meets their needs.
Companies wanting support in the regions and in the areas in which they work. This will direct them easily to the key partners that they can work with in building the skills of the workforce.
In the current economic conditions that we've got in the world, it's right that we get the right skills for the future and start talking about skills before we start talking about employment. What TalentMap does for us is give us a fantastic framework, a tool set, a set of conditions where we can have those conversations both inside our organisation and with our partners and with our clients, that we can start to look at what skills do we require for the future and start being a bit more predictive. And only then will we drive the right skills, the right people, the right jobs for the right employment conditions.
I think being someone relatively new into BT, it's been a great opportunity for me to see the various aspects and elements within the company that all pull together into TalentMap, and how we can use TalentMap as a framework really to see the key activities in those areas and how it fits.
I believe that TalentMap, which as you know has been developed by businesses and is supported by governments across the UK, will be a process by which we can ensure that our businesses are able to invest in the talents and skills of their workforce at what is a difficult time for the economy.
There are around 1 million businesses in England's countryside villages and market towns. Between them they employ around 4 million people. The employers are deeply committed to the needs of those employees, but they do find it hard at times to access training programs, employment support that's timely, relevant and accessible. So that's why we were pleased to be involved in the development of the UK TalentMap, because we believe it has the potential to make that search for assistance easier for rural businesses.
The FSB has found its members, through its survey, have found the maze of government-sponsored training difficult to navigate. When the idea of the TalentMap came up, we thought it was a good idea and a solution. We were very pleased to get involved with the inception of the TalentMap.
way that I think it's presented and the simplicity of it, it already is getting, I think, very positive feedback from everyone who's seen it. And now we must populate it, roll it out, you know, and the proof of the pudding will be really in it being really used effectively.